Today we're going to talk about midi skirts and maxi skirts. So I have done a series of videos on different separates like tops, I've done pants, recently I did dresses, and I know skirts is something that you have been requesting for a while. And since I have been loving this midi and maxi skirt trend for summer, I thought it was a perfect time to cover this topic. So this is going to include not only some of my current favorite skirts, but also some tricks on how I like to style them. So let's dive in. And as always, everything I'm sharing in this video today will be linked down below in the description box, pinned to the first comment, and whatever possible, that QR code will pop up on your screen to make shopping easy. Okay, so let's start with a new favorite of mine. I actually just wore this one a few days ago out to church and to lunch, and I just love it so much. It is this beautiful linen blend scarf skirt. So it's in this gorgeous red color. It has like this scarf-like design, reminds me of kind of like a bandana or something, and it is just a perfect summer skirt. So I love that it's in a linen blend, really makes it perfect for like casual daytime. You could definitely do this one with like a flip-flop and a tote bag, but you can also do it with something like a block heel or a wedge. Very, very comfortable and just overall a perfect skirt. So what I like to do when I'm styling these midi and maxi skirts is I really like to define the waist. For me, that it really is the trick to styling these skirts, is to create that waist definition. So that can be done in a variety of ways. So I'm going to go through the different ways when I share with you the different outfits, but starting with this one of my absolute favorite tricks is to tie your shirt. That way you're really creating that waist definition. You're kind of like cropping the shirt off to exactly where you want it. Depending on where you tie your shirt, how tightly you tie it is going to determine where you create that definition. So here I'm doing it with this Quince Camp shirt. I love this shirt so much because it's a traditional like button-up collared shirt, but it has short sleeves, so perfect for the warmer weather. This one is in cotton, which I'm not sure if they have this exact one in white anymore, but I'll definitely find you something similar. And they do have it in linen, which is equally fantastic. So just a camp shirt like this one is really going to pair well with this type of skirt. Whether you tie it at the waist or you tuck it into the skirt and just bag it out loosely, you're going to be able to create that waist definition. Another skirt I recently picked up and have really been loving is this flounce hem linen skirt from J. Crew. Now this one comes in a variety of colors. I picked it up in the navy blue, and this is just such a beautiful, easy to pull on style skirt. I love that it has a little bit of flounciness at the bottom, but it's also a little bit more straight at the top. Just a really fun skirt, and in linen, I think it's perfect for the summertime, especially if you're looking for a skirt that you can wear very casually. This is a really good one. So this one I decided to style a little bit differently. First, in a monochromatic way. So I did this with a navy blue matching tank top. I really love this tank top. It's not really like a tight fitting ribbed tank top. It's more of like a t-shirt style, fitted to the body, but a little bit of a thicker fabric and not as clingy or ribbed as a traditional tank top. But I also shared it in a short sleeve t-shirt style as well. So if you're looking for more arm coverage, you can just do the t-shirt version of this. I tucked it into the skirt to create that solid monochromatic look, and I really like the way that pairs together, but this doesn't really give me the waist definition that I'm looking for. So in order to create that, this time I used a scarf, which this is a really on-trend thing to do, and I think it's a great way to add a pop of color or print, but also to create that waist definition, almost like you're wearing a belt, but in a really fun and modern way. Not that I don't love belts, because I love that as well, but this works even better. So I found this beautiful scarf also from J. Crew in the navy with this gorgeous like pop of green to it. I love this color combination. I love the florals on this one, and I just tied it around my waist. I shared how to do that in my hacks video, so if you haven't watched that one yet, definitely check that one out next. If you don't know how to do this trick, I show it and I explain it there, but I really think this is a great one. Works really beautifully with these kinds of skirts to add waist definition, to add color, to add pattern, just a pop of interest to a very simple look. So one of my favorite skirts is a maxi skirt from Quince in this cotton poplin fabric. This is just Such a good skirt. I currently own it in 3 colors, the white, the yellow, and the blue stripe. I just would buy it in all the colors if I could. Honestly, it's so good. I love the waist on this one. It has like a thicker elastic type of band that's really flattering to help create that waist definition. I love this cotton poplin fabric, perfect for the warmer months. And this one has a little bit of volume to it, really creating like a statement to a look. So I have a few different ways I've styled this skirt, so I'm going to share them with you, starting with the first one in this blue Hudson stripe. I really love this skirt. I think it's so classic and pretty. It has very much a coastal vibe to it. So one of the ways that I styled this one was with just a basic white tank top. I feel like it works really well because this skirt already kind of has that waist definition with this thicker waistband. It really already does the work for you. So by tucking in the tank top, I'm really getting that look that I'm going for. And this is just so simple and casual with a pair of flip-flop sandals and a tote bag. This is your perfect everyday running errands, beachy vibe kind of look. Now here I've styled that same skirt, but in the soft butter yellow color, which I'm obsessed with, and I've done it in a few different ways. So the first one is with a halter neck style linen top, also from Quince, just tucked in. Kind of works the same way as the tank top. You're already getting that waist definition. You've got a fitted top, but this is a halter neck top in linen, so it's a little bit more elevated than the basic tank, but equally adorable. Now, if you want something with a little bit more arm coverage, maybe a little bit more warmth if you live somewhere with a little bit cooler temperatures, here I did that same skirt with a little shrunken style sweatshirt from Walmart. This is such a cute sweatshirt. I hope it's still available. I really love this one. It has like a floral embroidered design on it, but when you're going to do something looser and baggier like a sweatshirt or even an oversized sweater, what you want to do is give a little waist definition by doing some kind of tuck. So here you'll see I did a little bit of a front tuck, and because it has that wider waistband, I'm still getting that shape to the body. If I were to leave the sweatshirt out or maybe wear like a bigger looser sweatshirt, I would kind of lose my shape and just create like a frumpier look. But by giving a little bit of a tuck, I can kind of pull off wearing this looser sweatshirt with my maxi skirt. And here I have styled the white version of this skirt, and this time I just did it with a traditional collared button-up style shirt. This one is blue with this white stripe. I really, really love this. Any of these types of shirts are going to work so well with your maxi skirts, especially when you do it like this and just tie it in a knot. So rolled up the sleeves, opened up the collar, and then tied the shirt in a knot like I shared with you earlier with the camp shirt. This always works. It works with almost any midi or maxi skirt I have tried. I love this look. I think it's very casual and effortless, but a great way to add waist definition. And like I said before, you can really adjust where you put that tie to create the waistline that you're really looking for. And I think it really works well. Recently, I shared this adorable little cotton flowy midi skirt from Amazon. I picked it up in the black plaid, which has like that gingham style to it, which I think is so cute. Really, really like this one. It's very flowy. It's simple. It's in this good quality cotton fabric, very budget friendly from Amazon. And of course, it comes in a ton of different color options. This one has a nice elastic waistband on it, not quite as thick as the Quince version, but still a nice waistband that will give you a little bit of definition. So here I just paired it with a fitted scoop neck style top, also from Amazon in black. And this is another way to get that waist definition. So something that's more fitted on top, like a scoop neck t-shirt tucked into the skirt, is going to create that waistline for you. So if you're comfortable wearing more fitted style tops, those are always going to work with these bigger, flowier skirts, kind of balancing out that bigger, flowier fit on the bottom with something a little bit more streamlined on the top. So this next skirt is an oldie but a goodie. I shared with you a while back, months ago, when I first really started digging into this skirt trend, but I was really happy to see that it is available on the Nordstrom Rack website at a discounted price. So beautiful skirt from Free People. Now this one is in 100% viscose, so it has more of that like silky look and feel to it, but this one is also more fitted on top. So keep in mind around the waist area, definitely a fitted style. You're probably going to want to avoid this one if you have any like tummy issues or concerns, but it is really beautiful. I love this like peachy color and this floral print. Now this one I styled in a few different ways, also things that work very well when styling a lot of different maxi skirts, particularly ones that have this more fitted style on top. So first I tried it with a vest, like a fitted vest. Now, I thought this really worked with this long line style vest. I like the way that it kind of came down and shaped the body. Really works because the vest is more of a structured piece and pairs very well with this flowy skirt on the bottom. So you could do something like a vest, definitely worth trying with some of your skirts. Or I also did it with this cropped cardigan. So when you are pairing something like a midi or maxi skirt and you want that waist definition, another way to get it is by having something that is just naturally cropped to the waist. So this is a cropped style cardigan. It's in like a t-shirt fabric, so not a heavy fabric, but it has buttons down the front. It comes right to my natural waist, and it really helps to add that definition to the skirt. This is a beautiful little maxi skirt that I picked up from Amazon in this navy with this white floral print. Now this one I believe is more like a polyester fabric. Comes in a ton of different colors and patterns and just really pretty and simple elastic waistband pull-on style skirt. And here I paired it with a cropped tank top, also from Amazon. This is a pairing I really enjoy because instead of having to tuck in the tank top, it's already cropped right to the natural waist. So especially if you're someone who is more short-waisted, you're really gonna love a tank top like this because it's gonna hit you right at that waistline, making it easy to create that definition. So this worked really well with this beautiful skirt. This next skirt is one that I think is so beautiful. It's from this brand, Aster, the label. They had actually sent me some pieces and I was so impressed with the quality, the beautiful prints. So if you really love feminine style, if you love florals, if you love kind of that Love Shack fancy vibe, but at a fraction of the cost, definitely check out Aster, the label website. They have some gorgeous, gorgeous pieces there. It's quickly become one of my favorites. And this skirt is just fantastic. So this is like in a cotton, I believe it's either cotton or a cotton linen blend. Really high quality fabric on this one and a beautiful floral print. Has some yellows and some blues in it. Very flowy, very much like a statement skirt with a lot of volume to it, but easy to wear casually. So here I just styled it with a blue button-up collared shirt. And again, I did that little tie at the waist. Really works well with this. Now you could do a lot of different things with this skirt. Basically, any of these little tricks for how to style them are pretty interchangeable with all the different skirts. So, you know, things like a cropped cardigan, a tank top, tucking in your shirt, tying it at the waist. These are all the little things to keep in mind when you're styling any of your midi or maxi skirts because it's all about creating that waist definition. Here's another beautiful option from Aster, the label, and one of their gorgeous floral prints. This is a very flowy skirt as well. This one has more of like whites and pale yellows to it, but I just love their skirts. I think they're so, so pretty. They definitely give me all the girly feminine vibes. And here I just paired it with that same cropped lightweight cardigan. So works really well. All of these tricks super interchangeable. All of these tops super interchangeable. Of course, I'll list not only the skirts, but also the tops and any accessories that are available as well. Because if you have some of these tops in your closet, you're going to really be able to work them with your different skirts. They work so well. I definitely reach for these time and time again, and they're very interchangeable with the different skirts. Those are some of my absolute favorite midi and maxi skirts. So when we talk about midi and maxi skirts, the terms are kind of interchangeable. It really depends on your height, where they're going to hit you on your legs. So keep in mind, I am 5'3". So what is a maxi skirt on me could very likely be a midi skirt on someone who's a bit taller. But remember, some of those tricks that I wanted you to keep in mind for styling your own skirts is think about waist definition. So using a top that ties at the waist, top that you can tuck in, something that is cropped to the waist, or adding definition with something like a scarf. Those are going to be the tips that really help you with all of your skirt styling. Have fun with your skirts. This is a trend I really love, and I think it can work for just about anyone. And also, leave me a comment down below. Is there a particular piece that you would like to see me dig into in a video and maybe show you some ways to style it? I would love to hear your suggestions. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love to see you hit that button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you next time.